All right, Nick, thanks for sitting down with us. We just want to know who cheats the most in paintball, and I think we both know the answer to that. Players that cheat the most. I think everyone does. Everyone tries to get away with what they can. So people that are dirtier than others. Let's give it to Alex Mouse Goldman. You know, there's that video of him in that HK one night in November. I mean, that was one of the sickest wipes I've ever seen in my life, so you gotta give credit where credit's due. Cheater. Here's one of our favorite questions we had, submitted by user Mike McKinley. Who annoys you the most in paintball that you've played with, and who annoys you the most in paintball that you play against? Chad Boucher annoys the shit out of me, but I love him, and he's my best friend, so it's okay. Who I play against? Well, Damian Ryan. He's just bitter beer face. So Nick, deep question here. Who is the most legendary paintball player that comes to mind? Who is the most legendary paintball player to me?
Right.
You know, it's in thinking about that. That has shifted for me as I've grown through paintball. First, it was anyone Aftershock. It didn't matter who it was. It was just seeing the guys on that team with that Aftershock logo on their jersey. Pb Fow was legendary to me. Nick Slowiak, almost everybody on Dynasty. As I went through the divisions of paintball and learned more about teams and people and got to experience them firsthand, especially going to events, people achieve that status in my book. So it's always changing. You know, right now, Ryan Greenspan is still there. I play with Ryan. I played against him. I do clinics with him, but he still holds that status to me. And watching how he conducts himself as a professional paintball player. Who do you credit the most with helping you succeed in paintball? A lot of people, just like the question you asked about people that I find legendary. Throughout different times in my life, there have been a lot of people that have helped me. My parents have always been there and been a huge supporting role. I played a huge supporting role in paintball, but Jeff Bernanke, Fox Paintball, Tim Glavin of Fox Paintball were huge in helping me through paintball. My teammates, the first teammates I had, Greg Sosine, Chris Sosine, Mike Sosine, and then Mike Morley, were huge in supporting me. All the guys in some of my first teams, Rennick Miller at Badlands, Jeremy Salm, Pb Fow, huge. Yes. What are your pre-match rituals? Pre-match rituals. I think the only, I wouldn't know if I'd call it a ritual, but just the way I get ready and the way I put my gear on and then go and load up my gun, try to shoot a loader of paint through the gun, make sure it's working, and then pod up. I don't know that I've never like filled my pod pack and then put my pants on. It's just a systematic way of taking everything out of my gear bag, putting everything on, putting my gun set up together, testing my gun, loading my pods in my pack, and then the game starts and going and playing. And that doesn't seem to matter. It doesn't matter if it's at an NXL event or if it's at Peak and Paintball or a scenario event. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I tend to typically subconsciously just stick to that same routine. So have you had a chance to play the new bunkers yet? Those look pretty exciting. What do you think? I have not had the opportunity to play the new bunkers. I had the opportunity to look at the bunker set that was used for the 10-man field at World Cup, but those while the shapes, the figure was the correct shape, it is not the correct size. Those bunkers are going to be wider for the NXL season. Nick, I'm sure you've had some crazy moments out there. What's the first one that comes to mind when you think about crazy paintball moments? The first memory that comes to mind is winning the 2011 MPPL Championships in Las Vegas with Aftershock, and that being captured through Planet Eclipse in one night in November. But it wasn't just so much winning, but it was coming back and looking at everyone's face and just celebrating and just realizing we did it with guys I've been playing with for a while: Drew Templeton, Cody Mikowski, the new guys, LJ, Ronnie, Ryan, Max. It was just, it was really cool. You guys are unbelievable.